we get so busy and so caught up in our world sometimes, and it's amazing to have a circle of people that you can call and to lean on and ask for advice and things like that. But it's also very important to not just call those people and say, hey, listen, I got a question for you. I need your help on something, right? How about just taking a few seconds or a couple of minutes to say, hey, how's it going? How's the family? How you doing? Boom to boom. Because you just don't know if that person may be having a worse day than you are and they just didn't call you. So take some time to actually ask how people are doing. Check in on the people.
Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of
Sip and Share. Sip and share. Sip and share. Sip and share. Let's go.
Sip and share.
That'll do it.
Sip and share.
That'll do it.
Sip and
We
share.
good. We good. We good. We good. That's good. Yeah, not for real. We good.
I was rolling it in. I'm done.
I think the string was broke. Anywho, what's going on with you today?
Huh?
You still reeling?
I'm still reeling. So nothing's going on much, it's a beautiful day and I'm just happy to be here on Sip and Share.
Ooh, I like your shirt. I like your shirt, by the way.
Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
I like it. What you drinking on?
What am I drinking on? Evidently, because it's all on the outside of the cup. Y'all see that? It's water. It's water. Somebody was responsible for the drinks, and the creation that they gave us today was water.
Water. You're going to see the hydration from the inside and out. I am also drinking high quality H2O.
Y'all, he didn't want to fix no drinks. He just went to the Brita.
We're keeping it clean. We're keeping it clean for today's episode.
Yeah.
Keeping it clean.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And this year, the theme is how our surroundings, our environments impact our individual and our population mental health.
Right.
Now, we're not going to specifically talk to you all about those things, but we do want to talk to you about some subjects for the next 2 weeks regarding mental health. The first thing we want to talk to you about is how you doing?
How are you doing?
How are you doing, y'all?
How you doing?
So often people ask that question. You're walking on the street, somebody say, hey, how you doing? What's your response?
I'm good.
And sometimes there's no response at all. It's like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? You answer back like in an echo and you don't say anything at all.
Yep.
We truly want to encourage individuals to stop. When you ask that question, take the time to receive a response.
That's right. You're walking past, and I know I'm guilty of that. Been a victim of doing so. You're walking past and say, "Hey, how's it going, man? I'm good. How you doing?" And boom, just keep on going. Not even taking a second to just really get the response. I just think how awesome would it be if you actually stopped and looked somebody in their eyes and say, "Hey, so how are things going? How are you doing? How are you really doing?"
That's the question.
That's the question.
So that's what I was going to say. Oftentimes we walk away when it's like, I'm good. I'm okay.
Yep.
I'm fine. Those are the most cliche answers that you can get. And it really gives you no outlook on how someone truly is doing. As a matter of fact, when people are struggling with their mental health, one of the major things that I found in my experience is, I'm okay.
That's right.
I'm okay. You have to pay attention to that tone, the body language, how they're giving you that answer as well,
Yeah, and it's also important, right? We get so busy and so caught up in our world sometimes, and it's amazing to have a circle of people that you can call and to lean on and ask for advice and things like that. But it's also very important to not just call those people and say, hey, listen, I got a question for you. I need your help on something, right? How about just taking a few seconds or a couple of minutes to say, hey, how's it going? How's the family? How you doing? Boom to boom. Because you just don't know if that person may be having a worse day than you are and they just didn't call you. So take some time to actually ask how people are doing. Check in on the people. One of the things I started as of late is when I think about somebody, because I think about people all the time, but you think about them, but you don't always check in on them. You're just like, man, I wonder how so-and-so's doing. And that's it. And you go about your day. So what I've been trying to do lately is if I think about someone, if someone crosses my mind, I'll reach out to them, send them a text. Hey, you're normally checking on me, man. I want to check on you. How are you doing? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So you bring up a good point, and a lot of people have been on social media like a campaign of check on your strong friends.
Check on your strong friends.
Because oftentimes they're the ones, like he said, that are always pouring out. You've got to remember to fill them up so that they have something to give. You know, we think about people like pastors, counselors, teachers. And I'm not saying that anyone is no less than that, because even if you don't have those particular titles, you may be advising and helping and mentoring so many people that you're depleted yourself. And how good does it feel to talk to that one person who says, you know what? How you been? How have you been?
And you know, you mentioned it very well, right? I mean, we're drinking water here, right? And it's very, it's kind of a metaphor. You know, you can't pour from an empty cup. You know, everybody sometime is, I think it was put in terms of withdrawals and deposits or something like that. You know, some people have a lot more folks taking withdrawals from them versus anybody depositing things into them, right? I think that you got that from one of the pastors, I think, that we watch on television. You know, you can't just keep taking withdrawals from people. It's nice to have the people to depend on, dependable people in your corner, but at some point, they're going to start running out of cash to give, right? You know, you got to pour into those people too and literally just say, how are you doing? And sometimes just call or text the people to ask them how they're doing, not just as a preface, followed by something else. But literally, hey, I didn't want anything. I literally just wanted to call and check in on you. Just that simple.
Yeah. And so what he's talking about is the love bank. And I can't remember the guy who created it, but the pastor who was talking about this lately was Dr. Darius Daniels and his wife. And so the love bank is something that basically is for your relationship. And like he already explained it, you know, it's like, are you withdrawing too much, or are you depositing? Are you taking that person to the red, or are you keeping them filled up? And I want to say this to the people who are getting asked the question, how you are doing. I want you to truly answer that. Try to answer beyond, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm fine.
I'm surviving.
When people ask me now, I try not to use those. I said, Tisha, you are no longer allowed to use those. So I can say things like, everything has been going well. I've been doing several projects, keeping my mind busy. You know, so you don't even have to like, it's not to be nosy or to tell people like what's going on in your life, but give people, if people take the time to say, how are you doing? Try to give them a valid answer, even if it's just surface level, but something more than I'm good. I'm okay, guys.
And I know there's going to be some people that are out there that are a little more reserved. They're not as forthcoming, you know, with their information. And they're just kind of like, hey, I can handle this by myself. You know, I get the strength. I admire the strength. And so sometimes you have to find a different approach to some of those folks. I know it's something you started in one of your group chats, and I ended up adopting it and doing it with my friends. And it was like kind of like a little color thing, right? Whether it's hearts or smiley faces, you didn't have to say much. It's like, hey, how's everybody doing? Respond with your color. You know, you get to see just a very quick synopsis of how everybody's doing, and it gives you an opportunity to say, maybe I need to dig into this a little bit more. Somebody responded with the red, maybe give them a private call, send them a private text. Hey, anything I can help you with? That kind of thing, and kind of really dig into it.
It's called check-in time, and I'll put that in the links in this description, y'all. So what we want to encourage you to do is not only acknowledge that this is Mental Health Awareness Month, but we want to challenge you during the month of May at least, and maybe try to take it on as a practice. When you ask, how are you doing? Stop and receive an answer. And when you give the answer, try to give something more that is indicative to how you really are feeling, y'all. Okay? That's the only way we're going to help each other out with beating the mental health issues that we have in this world.
That's right. Check in on somebody, find somebody, ask them how they're doing. With that, I'm about to show you that I'm doing well right now with my kiss.
Y'all, thank you for tuning in. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Pay attention to your surroundings. Take care of one another, okay?
Until next time, y'all.
Sip and share. Sip, sip, and share.
Sip and share.
Sip
Sip,
and share.
sip,
Share,
and share. Let's
share.
go.
Sip, 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 and share. Share, 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 share.